Mr. God free in the building. What's going on, brother?
Nothing much, just here on another episode of the Funkin Homies, and watching stuff unfold and wondering what I'm doing in my life when I figure out that there's women out here selling bars with bath water in it.
Whoa, we're going right there. We're not even saying welcome to everybody to the show. Nothing
Welcome
like that.
everybody to the show. It just came to mind real quick. I don't know
there's
why.
A strong possibility that Godfrey might have broke a world record right here. Less than a minute in, just went straight off the cuff.
But there was no F-bomb dropped.
No. But I mean, women selling bath water seems like it's an interesting topic.
Well, no, it's just a specific woman. But I just was like,
I don't even want to know, bro.
It's something I read on the net, and I'm like looking at it. And I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, is this where we're at right now? One of those moments, So
that's a definite moment right there. What else is new in the Godfrey world this week? People always want to know, man. What's Godfrey up to?
Getting into the swing of things, finishing up the newest Godfrey the Detailer episode that's going to be coming out very soon.
Okay. So
get excited for that, people.
All right.
If you saw a raggedy ass video last night talking about like there's one coming up, that was me because to make your Instagram account professional, they make you jump through all kinds of fucking hoops and backflips and all that.
There he goes. 1 minute 48 seconds in.
There you go.
That bomb drop.
Woo!
And another one.
Thank you very much.
And another one.
Yeah. And another. Demonetization. Yeah, buddy. So, what's up, everyone? Now you know you're at the show.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Godfrey, let's talk about another little thing that you had talked to me about earlier this week. A little goal of yours that you're setting.
Oh, we're going to talk about that? All right.
Wow. I mean, are you cool with that? Am I putting you on blast right now?
Not really.
I think it's cool to have the community try to hold you accountable for things. You know what I mean? It's important to have the community around you when you set a goal.
Yeah, now I'm gonna have people jumping out of the bushes like you can't eat that cheeseburger. Like,
you know what it is, man. Listen, this is the thing. We got to support. We're all about uplifting each other here at the Funkin Homies. We always tell people be a Funkin Homie instead of a scrub or whatever we say. I never really thought about the second part, but we can figure that out later. But
I know what you could say. I mean, we could say it already since it's already. We instead of being don't be a fucking homie, be a Funkin Homie.
There you go. Boom.
Number 2.
There you go. Another one.
And so yeah, I have a goal. I'm going to try to lose 60 pounds by SEMA. So I carry my weight pretty well. So I mean, you wouldn't know it, but 60 pounds by SEMA is my goal. I'm on day 2. And been doing well so far. So can't complain. Got to cut out a lot of carbs. 99% of sugar. Some always leaks in there.
Of course, dude. I mean, you can't be perfect, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, you've been walking a lot too, right?
Walking. I'm gonna start lifting the weights again so I can get that swole on.
Oh snap! I'm gonna have to start being more respectful to Godfrey.
Yeah, Snickers Army is gonna be out there like the veins are gonna be up on the biceps.
Oh my gosh, get out of here, dude! I'll let you get away with that one.
Vein up on the biceps, baby. Vein up on the biceps. They know.
I'm all about that one. I'll get on that wave all day.
Guest ETA. The guest ETA will be like in the next. We have them in like a timer tank, like in
Yep.
So once it lets out, that will be fine. But yeah, no, we'll be doing that. That's what I'm doing. So yeah. You ever like remember back in the day with the old sitcoms, like when the dad would be on a diet and like the mom would give like pictures out to like the local like cheeseburger place, a cheesesteak place, dude would go up and like, I'm not allowed to serve you food.
Yeah, that will never exist anymore nowadays. Nobody's not taking that cash, man.
That's funny.
Absolutely not.
But
I should go to your 7-Eleven, just pay the dude off on a weekly basis. Like say no to Godfrey.
Yeah. He'll be like, I don't know. I just know his money. What's his name? Oh, he. I know him.
Yeah.
My brother.
You know the guy that comes in and get the glizzies at fucking 1 o'clock in the morning.
No glizzies 1 in the morning. That's too rough for me at this point. The guy, my brother comes to visit me, and he walks in, and he says to the guy, like, "Yeah, I'm here for so and so." Like he knows who I am on a first name basis. They know who I am by face. He's like, "I'm going to park my truck here." They were cool with it, but it's like, okay, who's so and so? Anyway, how was your weekend?
Listen, man, we got a lot of support in the chat for you right now, so make sure you're paying attention to that, whether I can get them all up in the comments or not. Support's just flowing in, you know what I mean? People are out here, Godfrey.
I got a 7-Up pound cake and a cookie cake pint of Bluebell ready for this one. 7-Up pound cake. Damn.
I don't know. 7-Up pound cake sounds crazy to me. We only do stocks out here, bro.
That's
Stocks
crazy.
pound cake's all it's about. We'll do that around the holidays.
I think that's the flavor like the soda.
Yeah, that's a wild. Eddie's gonna have to explain that joint.
I think I've heard of that though.
I'm pretty sure that's Eddie. I don't think Jamie was 7-Up pound cake.
I was 250 in December, cut carbs, work out 3 days a week, change diet, and I'm down to 213. Goal is 200. You are almost there, my friend. I say congratulations to something like that. Round of applause for you. That was my man over here.
There should be
Greg.
There should be a rule. Stop clicking, Godfrey. Get off the button. Should be a rule that if someone gets the show demonetized, they need to pay for a BioBombs giveaway. Godfrey would be coughing up at least 20 bones every single episode within the first 5 minutes, and then he would proceed to drop F-bombs all day.
I would tell you that.
And knowing Godfrey, he would probably go around my back, reach out to the shipping mule, work some little back end deal that he starts paying him off, and then he just starts sending out the kids for all the times he's dropping F-bombs. So
yeah, no, we're
did I get a part wrong there, or was that like pretty much on point?
The part that you missed is that I would never agree to such a thing because I know it's destined to fail. So
access denied.
that's how I feel about that. But
all right, tell the people about our guest, Godfrey.
Yeah, so he's got a fan in here that is pounding the door like, yo, where's he at? Where's he at? But our guest is Brian, Heavenly Clean Detail. He is a Jersey boy from my home state. He's a Jersey guy. Had him in one of my OG pros that I deal with through BioBombs. Met him through the TikTok live world. You know what I mean? So we've connected, talked it a little bit. We keep it 100, and we said, let's have him on the show. He's doing some things for himself, and it was time. So here he is.
Yo.
How are you, brother? How are you?
What's up, gentlemen? How are we doing tonight?
Doing great.
What is happening?
Wait. I just want to Adrian talking about I like the pound cake. I bet you do. Crazy.
I mean, what are we doing over here? Are we going that direction? I mean,
that's what he said.
I mean, highlighting and speaking on it, and then leaving two other men to sit there and let you just embarrass yourself.
Hold on, what's this? Subway coffee is healthy? Wow.
That's a wild one.
Who is this person here? You must know this.
Yeah. You got to answer for this cat right here.
Yeah. They're like, where's my dinner at?
I mean, they're
I need a name. I need a name.
They're all over. Finally.
We got MAT Darren in there. MAT Darren Bass. We got everybody's in here
Everybody's
tonight.
in here tonight. Appreciate y'all showing up.
Heavenly was showing up here. I have a feeling this guy likes the color blue for some reason. Just I don't know. Just
a little bit.
Just going out on a limb there. So
just a lot of it.
Yeah, just a lot of it. So
that's why I brought the hat for you tonight, bro. I knew you like the blue.
I
throw that promo code out there for you guys looking to get some BioBombs. Funkin 10 house rags. There you go. Boom.
You guys know the deal.
So, Brian, Jersey. You were from Clayton, right? Or is that where you're at now? Or are you originally from Clayton?
I was originally from Frankenville. I mean, if you want to get technical, I was born in Texas, but I live in Jersey. Yeah, so I'm in Clayton.
So you're from the 609, as they say.
Nah, 856.
856. I mean, listen, is there a difference between the 609?
609 and 856? Nah, it's the same.
I don't think so.
215-610-484267. That's all affiliated now. Yeah.
So how you been detailing a while? How long you been detailing?
I've been really detailing probably like 6 or 7 years. I mean, I started out at a dealership 10 years ago. So.
Oh, you broke away from the dealership, huh?
Yeah, I can't stand that. They had me as a special guy. Yeah, I wasn't going to be a fighter.
You were the special guy there?
How long were you at the dealership for?
5 years. Okay, I started there when I was like 18, 18 or 19.
Sure.
So, and
dealership life's wild, dude.
Yeah, I got tired of the half-ass work, and then they had me doing the special cars, doing the West End and all that shit. And I was like, yeah, I might as well go detail for myself.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
That didn't happen when I wanted to do it.
We all get hiccups.
It's all right.
Oh yeah.
So they called you. They said we're going to take you to our special guy at the dealership. Is that how they said it? Like because you said they
no, but essentially. because everyone didn't know what they were doing. I mean, they were washing the wheels with the wash mitts and then washing back to the bodies. And
Ugh,
Oh,
we'll
dude,
leave
I
it at this.
can't.
Don't buy cars from certain dealership. I mean, I could say all
Nah,
dealerships.
the reality of
Honestly.
the situation is this for the most part. I mean, there's guys at dealerships that do solid work, but most of the time there's a cat or two that can be depended on. And dude, the dealerships know it. They got, like I
Yeah.
said, you were that guy. You know what I mean? Like they have somebody that they know they can go to when they need to have something be done right. And the rest of it's just like push out what you can, push out volume, do whatever. I mean, the game's changing a little bit, but I think that's part of the things that like a lot of guys who even do mobile detailing and stuff, I feel like it's a lane that's just not crossed into enough. Like I got a close buddy to me that probably lives about 15 minutes from me. He does all types of work at different dealerships local to him where his shop's at because he became the specialty guy. You know what I'm saying? He's
Right.
charging premiums at that point, right? But when they got a situation with a car or a really bad car, whatever it is, oh whack them. Easy six,
Oh,
$700 for the car. You know what I mean? And they'll have to take it. Otherwise, they're losing it on the trade. You know, they got to sell it, whatever. But I feel like that's a lane that a lot of like mobile detail guys, man, I would love to see get more into and kind of even try to start, you know, flipping services. I mean, if guys have specialties, you should be there at the dealership, letting them know what your specialties are. If you could do some wet sanding, whatever it might be, touch ups on bumpers, whatever. There's a lot of money in the dealerships, man. We started.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Godfrey was in the game for a while selling. And I started 20 years ago a mobile detail company at the dealerships. We do specialty interior work, but you know, the volume that we turn doing that and obviously doing odor removal, that's a whole other thing, man.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. See, I mean, is that more like a small dealership or this was like auto lenders? I'm sure you guys know
Nah,
auto
man.
lenders.
I sell to auto lenders.
You know
Oh,
what's
okay.
funny?
The joint in Berlin.
Yeah.
So you know the head honchos up there that be running all the departments and stuff. We ain't
Every
calling names
single
out.
one.
They're my homies. So we ain't calling
Every
names
single
out.
one.
All right. Just want to make sure we cool, man.
Yeah, not that all
Yep.
auto lenders, but there's another.
Mr. A is the guy that's my guy that usually buys the product from me. So you know.
Oh, I don't remember Mr. A.
Oh, I mean,
But I was like I said, I was back in the detail department, so I was
yeah.
back, you know, I was with the hooligans and we was doing all the, you know,
Yeah. I'm doing all the
car
hood rat
dealerships
shit.
when they're big, they have like little factions in them, like you know what I mean. There's like groups of 2 or 3 of like 20 throughout the whole dealership. You know what I mean? It's like
It's clicky as could be, man. It's about
Yeah.
as clicky as the detail world, unfortunately, recently.
yeah, probably.
You know,
I don't know that. Yeah, probably just as bad. Yeah, but I did hear a rumor, not about that auto lenders. I know a guy who was selling cars and he quit selling cars to auto lenders because they started making the salesman detail their own cars after the sale.
I wouldn't doubt it.
And he was like, "I'm out." He was the top salesman. He's like, "I'm not detailing my own car." Yo, I was
That's
like,
wild.
"What?" I was like, They were having him vacuum the mats and all that shit. He walked off. He just walked off and quit. He's like, "I'm not doing this."
That's crazy.
And yeah, because they were trying to save money on the details. So that's the ultimate save money on detail. I think that changed because they probably had trouble keeping. No experienced salesman doing cars and always going to be like, "Yeah, I'm okay with that." They're like, "Hell no."
No, right.
So
we got a question in the chat real fast. You know, must be a newbie in the game, so let's try to, you know what I mean, give them some guidance. But how do I get customers? I do flyers, have a Google business page, I go door to door, I hand out business cards, have a website, have Instagram, I have Facebook. I mean, to me, Moscani, I think you're doing everything right.
I was just saying, yeah, everything sounds pretty good. You're done.
I mean, the biggest thing it sounds like you might have to do, in my opinion, is just hit the pavement harder. You know, for every 100 no's you get a yes. So that yes might be a deal, you know, some type of dealership account or somebody that's going to put you in the right position to give you more business. So the biggest thing is obviously make sure your skills are tuned. If not, tune into one of the many content creators we have on YouTube or social media that can give you guidance. But for the most part, to me, man, it sounds like you got everything going on.
Yeah.
I
know
mean,
your community. You know what I mean?
I mean, a big thing I would say to do if you got the money to do it, I tell guys this all the time. You got to do SEO, man. Like if you're in an area and you got any type of extra capital whatsoever, profits from the business in a month, consider doing SEO. You geocache an area 10 miles away from your house or whatever, and you just ping that thing. So you're the first detail that pops up when somebody searches Google. That's worth every penny, dude. The return on that's unreal.
Yeah. Community pages, family word of mouth.
That's another good one, actually, Darren. The community pages. Nextdoor is a really good app to get on.
Even your local neighborhood Facebook group. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Make sure they'll let you they'll let you drop stuff in there because some of them don't want you advertising this, and that. But like, if you can get a good name within there, man, and if it's a good group that's active, I mean, that can multiply quick.
If you do one good job for somebody, when someone puts a post up like, "Hey, I'm looking for a detailer," everybody else does your marketing for you. They're like, "Oh, you got to go to Heavenly. Oh, you got to go to Heavenly. Oh, you got to go to Heavenly." Like, why? You
Word
did
of
a great
mouth's the
job.
best.
That's what I mean, dude. But you can't. You got to get business in order to do that.
Yep.
And I mean, I could suggest it. I'm not a huge fan of it. I've been doing it recently, just doing the car show events, because I know a lot of car show people are picky with their cars, so they like to touch their own cars. I get it, but it helps because still regular people come to check out cars. So going to the car shows help just get your name out there. Like I'll just take my van out to a show just so it's out there.
Sure. I mean, listen, I countless amounts of times. I mean, I've done it, stopped people and given them literally free microfibers. I'll watch an old head take a terry cloth to, you know what I mean?
Car duster.
I'm
A
like,
terry cloth.
yo, bro, I'm telling you the shit that you see at
How
car
long
shows
has it been
sometimes with
since-
some of these cats, man. You're like, yo, listen, like can we talk for a minute? Like, here's this little quick detail right here. This is called a microfiber. Like, you should never use this again when it hits the ground. First of all, you should wash it with separate. You know what I mean? Like, I try to give them a full lesson. I just stopped going to car shows because I was too busy trying to sell shit the whole time that we don't even sell.
Yeah.
Like, I just like, nah, we can't do this no more. I stopped
Yo,
going last year too.
Would they still sell terry cloths? I feel like that's a. I guess they do.
If not, it's a beat up microfiber, dude. That looks like it's from when microfiber first came out. You know what I mean?
terry cloths, man. That's,
like you never seen faded microfiber before. Like
how about this?
Like
how about
a
this?
red towel that turned like light ass pink? Like,
What if what if you see
it's not even possible, dog? Like,
using a chamois?
that's
like
terrible.
a ShamWow.
Shame on
He's
you.
just wringing it out on the side. You know,
Oh, punch him, you suck
bro.
at this. I
Punch
hate
him.
everything else.
ShamWow, baby. That's crazy. I wonder how much money that I think there's a special in the ShamWow guy. Anyway, so
I love to see all the support there, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Positivity. So what got you into detailing we were just talking about? You know,
yeah, please get to the next question. I'm dying for this joint.
Oh, are you?
So
let
what
me
got
skip
me
that.
into detailing?
No, we already told
after this question.
We already told.
I was just well, I used to be a mechanic. Well, I wasn't being a mechanic. I started going out that shit, but then I was like, yeah, no, I'm good on turning wrenches.
So you rather detail and turn a wrench? See, I always felt like turning the wrench was a little bit more satisfying, but okay.
That's super boring.
Were you turning a wrench at a Jiffy Lube or a dealership,
No, nowhere myself.
Okay, and it just got annoying.
I was going to college for diesel mechanics, and we ended up not doing diesel mechanic work. That's what we ended up doing body work essentially the whole season, the whole school year. And I was like, bro, forget this. So I ended up dropping out and started working.
Gotcha. So that got you into detailing because you felt like it was a better hustle and it was easier to do. Not easier, but just more satisfying. It seems, you know.
In a way, yeah.
Got outside of the shop, so to speak. You've always been mobile outside of the dealership?
No. Well, yeah, I was going to say outside of the dealership, yeah, I'm a mobile shop. I really fell in love. I really fell in love like my last year at the dealership, I'd say, when I started doing more wet sanding, more, real detail work and, taking time. I started researching this stuff on my own time. And then I started doing it when I was probably like 19, 20, illegally, technically. And then I had my kid, and then I was like, all right, we'll put that on the back burner. And then I worked for another company for 4 years, and then was going through a whole bunch of surgery with my mouth, and then got into a car accident, got fired, and then so I just bought my van and started my business.
Nice. Now
it's
the car accident.
It's funny how those moments in life, though, those like pivotal moments, you're like, you know what, I'm done with this shit. Like I'm starting something. When we started, good.
Yeah, I was gonna say because when right after the accident, I impulsively ordered an Accord from Japan and had it for 2 months. I had so much fun with it, but I was like, yeah, I'm selling it. Sold it after 2 months. It was like one of my dream cars was imported.
Sure.
Sold it after 2 or 3 months and owning it, bought the van, and that was ever since then it's been uphill. I mean, besides the typical stuff, but
yeah.
Was that the one where you were the video where I saw you running outside your car while filming it?
No, I wish that one was important.
Was that your wife taking a picture of you? Like while you were doing it?
No, that was my buddy.
Oh, okay. I felt like that was one of those videos like this is who I married. This is
I did that. Yeah, no, it could have been. I was say I've done that like
You're
4
like, what?
times. I'm
It was like, what
myself
is he
up.
thinking right now, or something? You're
Yeah.
just running. You're in like a wife beater running down the street, just like. Shh. I'm like,
Yep.
what? You know, and I think you had like a lowered Honda Accord or something. Like,
Bro, you
white.
just gotta let us know, man. Next thing you know, we'll come down, fill the episode of God for the Detailer with you. You do have you. Godfrey's huge, man. He's been running all day.
Yeah.
Well,
Wait
he's
till
ready
the
for it.
wait till the vein up starts popping up on the
Nah,
biceps.
you were running in the videos, man.
I was running. There's
You
more
were out
running
there
videos coming.
trucking. Big boy trucking.
There's some big boy trucking videos coming up.
Yeah, I love
So-
that.
it can polish car.
You're gonna be coming for DJ Khaled and Ashton Hall or whatever his name is.
You know, I don't got a belly. I could come for DJ Khaled because I don't got a belly like him, man. That thing is big. My belly ain't that big. That's a big belly.
By no means. Yo, Khaled's a big boy. I'm just saying in general, he was out there actually working out with him.
Yeah.
I think Adrian's in the chat. He sent me something. He was like, yo, is that shit AI? I'm like, nah, man. I think that was like for real. But no, he said something like, is that Khaled? I said, yeah, AI is crazy. And I just seen the other day, like they actually, like I seen the video of those two together. Like he was actually out there running.
Yeah.
That was wild to me, dude.
They got about 3 seconds of film and they stretched the shit out of that probably.
You know, there's some wild ass statistic. I'm sure I'm gonna get it wrong because I'm really bad with shit like this when I try to bring up cool stuff. But I think it's something like it's like 90% of adults will not sprint ever again after high school. Ever.
Well, I mean, I won't sprint, but I still ride bikes and skateboards. So
No, I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, though, right? Like the actual, like to
sprinting.
actually get into a sprint and run, like 90% of people won't ever do it again after high school, which is
shoot,
wild to me, bro.
I know who this guy is. I know who the guy is. That one that was like, when's Brian coming on? Where's the guest? That's the dude that we told the story about that broke the Lexus seat and blocked the customer. Remember?
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's this guy right here. That's little. Remember T? You know T. You know.
Oh,
T.
is that T?
I'm pretty sure that's T. Yeah. Yep.
Oh snap! Godfrey calling out people. Look, Godfrey, you like a private eye, man. We got
no. The chat got him. The Snickers Army exposed him. They got him.
All right, so you got to watch me. You got soldiers everywhere now, bro.
Yeah. So
the Snickers spies.
I don't know. We'll get into this. You know, Woodland's been like dying for this question. He's like,
I can't wait. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut
it might
off
be
the last one. I was so
anticlimactic.
excited.
It might be anticlimactic, but not a lot of people know this. Brian actually detailed my car, and we've brought it up on the show before, and he's been in the chat. So I say my car wasn't that bad. Woodland says it was.
Yeah,
he says.
What was it?
What was that? A drum roll? Let me give you a real drum roll here. So, what did you say it was?
I'll keep it the honest truth this time. It wasn't too bad. I'd give it probably like.
Give it a 1 to 10 scale. 10 being the worst, 1 being not bad at all.
Yeah, I know what 1 to 10 is.
All right.
I went to Clayton. I ain't that dumb.
I'd
say probably like a 5. It was medium. It wasn't bad. It was regular. I had like crazy standard.
It was. I wouldn't consider it to be a disaster detail, but there was definitely like pieces of ketchup stuck to like the vents and shit.
No, there were.
Oh, he had French fries all over. No, there was definitely French fries in between the seats.
French fries all over, Godfrey. I'm not putting it.
I would not waste ketchup like that. Leave it on the vent.
Dog. You splashed too excited and it just squirted all over the place.
I wouldn't waste ketchup. I wouldn't waste ketchup like that. I was
sitting in the seat. I saw the shit. I wish I would have took a picture. I'm not trying to blow your spot up online, but you had stuck ass ketchup on your dashboard, bro.
You sure that was ketchup?
Got him.
Listen. I wish we would have took before and after pictures. That would have been great. If somebody would have had before and after pictures, that would have been great.
Well, it wasn't detailed disaster worthy. That's why I probably didn't, it wasn't like.
I mean, listen.
And two said how many chunks of glizzies in 7-Elevens?
Yep, exactly.
What is that?
Chat knows.
How many chunks of glizzies? Well, first off, why would I not eat the whole thing? And I don't do big ones. I'm a liquid death guy, if anybody knows.
100%. I can co-sign that all day.
So there's no way. There's
no way he wastes on liquid death.
This Olipop though, Ridge Rush.
Oh yeah. How do you think? Trying more of them?
It's not bad. This Ridge Rush is actually
it's Olipop, by the way.
Olipop, Uchi Wally Bang Bang, Olipop. So.
Olipop.
Yeah. So yeah, it wasn't that bad. He survived it. You know what I mean? He survived it.
Yeah, I was only there for like
that's a fact right there, Chris.
There might be a part 2.
3 hours, 3 or 4.
Might be a part 2 coming up. I might have to get it detailed, then get it detailed. That way.
No, you need to get a paint correction.
Well,
Phew, bro, you
the
ain't
front,
lying.
the front ain't gonna need to be paint corrected because that's been painted because it got hit. So, apple crisp Oli Pop is fire. I'm gonna have to try that one.
I would get down with that one. I like apples. I like
Apple
apples.
crisp.
Liquid death soap.
Liquid death.
Yeah, the thing.
Godfrey do
So-
liquid death anything, yo. He loves that shit.
No, there's certain flavors I can't get down with. There's not a big fan of the Dr. Death. They have like a guava. Not good.
I don't like anything guava.
Not a fan of it. Yo, I had real guava. No, was it guava or papaya? All I know is it was awful. It was
probably papaya.
It was awful. It was like that fresh. I was at a Mexican restaurant. He's like, he wants something to drink. He's like, why don't you try papaya? I'm like, all
People
right.
think it's like throw up.
Dude, it was the worst thing I've ever drinking in my life. That was
I'm
like
ready
a
to do a
natural
parasite cleanse with that shit, bro. You see that
Yeah,
shit?
I'm not surprised it cleanses
stuff is
parasites. Does it cleanse
wild, bro.
parasites?
Yeah, you see that new joint that's going around by cranberry juice?
No.
Yo, I'm saying I haven't tried it yet, and we're going to. But you take cranberry juice, you twist that shit around your mouth, like almost so you can't do it anymore, like solid minute. You know what I mean? And you spit it out onto like a white plate, and you'll see these little like chunks come out, right? And then you take rubbing alcohol and you pour rubbing alcohol into that shit, and you'll see them little things start fucking panicking, dog, like swimming all over. Yo, it's crazy. I'm telling you.
Can
Get
someone
What?
explain to me?
I'm not lying to you, dude. I wish I had it right now. I would do it right live and show y'all.
What
I don't even think I have any.
guava nick sticks
I'm
are?
pulling that shit up.
What's
You
a
know what?
nick stick?
Hold on.
What's a guava nick stick?
A vape?
Is that a ugh?
Yeah,
Something
Nick
nasty.
Stick's probably a vape. Yeah, I would say so.
I need to get off those tangs.
Vapes will get you, bro.
Yeah. Well, I can. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Jamie, the cleaner. Let's see. He sent me some pictures of that cake, so I'll show you guys that later on. You know what I mean? But
I'm trying to find this video real fast. Pardon me for 1 second. Yeah, I'm sure I can get through it in 2 minutes. Not even.
yeah. All right, so I'm
Yo,
trying to
here,
figure.
I got this shit. Hold on, let me just present.
Here we
real
go.
fast.
I don't
I'm
even want to
telling
know.
you, bro. This shit is crazy. Watch this shit.
Oh boy.
See if I can get the volume now.
Gotta keep swishing it until you just can't swish it no more. All right, go ahead and give it a shot. Now there's gonna be little chunky, clumpy things inside of this. We're just taking some regular alcohol, 70%, and we're gonna hit these things right here.
My man, no
As you
flaws.
notice, they are going
Bro.
absolutely. This shit is going absolutely fucking nuts.
What the heck? We have bugs in our mouths? Okay, all we need is cranberry juice and alcohol.
Naturally, it would be
pour
in
out a
the
little
in the
Now
oven.
you gotta wash your mouth.
Bro.
Mhm. Now you can add some alcohol.
Brother,
and this should make those
ew.
little things dance.
Yeah, brother, it is,
brother. Look at these joints. Watch.
What?
Ding, 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 ding. I'm sorry,
What
bro.
in the world? That's wild.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm trying it. I gotta try it.
Mhm.
Sorry, I had to go on a little thing real fast.
I had to. I had to. He's like, I had to do it.
Yeah,
I had to
gotta
do
try
it.
to start moving faster with that stuff when we talk about it.
It's all right. You know,
That's crazy.
Rome wasn't built in a day. So, yeah. Listen, I have some questions about that, but we're not going to dive into that right now. But that is a little bit wild. I still don't know why his cranberry juice was in his oven, though. I'm a little fucked up by that. I'm not gonna lie.
I think it's just something he did probably to be funny. You know what I mean?
He did that for the clout.
Yeah, he did that for the clout.
Yeah.
He
So
did it for the same reason you're thinking about it right now.
Exactly.
yeah. So now I know you got a product that came out recently called Angel Tears, if I'm not
I do.
mistaken. So what was the inspiration behind the name for this product?
That's a great question.
I'm not too sure. I just wanted to keep it more based towards my, my business name.
Okay, so you wanted to tie into heavenly.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like it.
And
All right.
keep it all fluid.
Now the color of this product, it seems to be similar to the color of your gauges, right?
Yeah, blue.
On purpose.
Everything's blue.
So you're a
on
blue
purpose.
guy. You're a blue guy.
On
Okay.
purpose.
Okay.
Just
Didn't
for
you have blue
buddy.
rims on that Accord at one point?
I sure did.
That's a
Okay.
wild flex.
I also
rim?
painted my
what color was the paint?
white,
Okay.
and I also painted the headlights blue. Took them apart, painted the housings blue. Yep.
Oh, the housing's blue.
Yep.
They look dope.
Oh yeah. I mean, I thought it did.
All right.
So
Yeah, anybody that does anything outside of like standard wheels, it's a wild flex. Like if you do it, it's gotta look right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%, dude. Like you want to do the copper wheels or whatever, like you got to make sure like your shit looks tight. Or
Perfect.
white wheels,
Yeah, it has to
white
look right.
rims, yeah, it's got to look right, dude.
So, what is this product? What does it do?
It's just a quick detailer. So it's like a ceramic diffused quick detailer, just in between washes, just keep it, dust free. I really got it for like my customers for in between details or like, car show people.
Okay, so what you do is like do you sell it to them? You give them to a little bottle and sample out? How do you? That's a smart idea.
It depends. It depends. Like if it's my high end packages, like or like a ceramic coating or stuff like that, I'll just give them a bottle for free. But if it's like lower, I just sell them to them. It's like $15-$20 depending. So like I typically do 15. So
not a bad idea.
That's a smart play, bro.
Right. And then, like I said, I'm trying to get like little kits just so that they can have like I'm doing simple. We're gonna have like the quick detailer, a glass cleaner, a gloss and a matte tire shine, just because there's always people like that. And then probably a soap just to have it.
Matte tire shine people, I think, are psychos, but whatever.
Let's see. That's me. I'm the psycho.
Yeah, you're crazy, bro. You're crazy. I be yelling at my old man all the time with his dry ass rubber on a C8. I'm like, yo, Pop, you look like an old man with that shit, man. Will you make your tires wet, please, yo? Please. You might as well not even put tire shine on if you wanted to be matte, bro.
Nah, see,
Yeah,
I don't know. But
just throw that bleach white on there, whatever. Clean that rubber up nice and fucking dry and just drive around like SpongeBob, man.
Nice.
Shit is the worst. I'm sorry. I am not a matte tire shine bull at all.
I'm thinking about painting the letters white on my tires. Like
I did that at one point. I like tire lettering, but at one point I was like, nah, I don't like it. But you gotta do it the right way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys want to see it? That was a baby.
Yeah. She does look good.
Yep.
You want to see it now?
Stance was nice. Nah, don't show me. I don't want to see nothing crash, man.
Yeah, stuff happens. But all right,
so I'm adding that question first of all to our question: matte or gloss tire shine? That's got to be one of our questions moving forward.
I like it. So
yeah, I can't. I got to cook people who like matte.
Oh man, so he feels strong in the other way. So what? So what made you say like, hey, let me get a product that I could give my customers? It sounds like it's going to aid in the maintenance of their ceramic. What inspired you to do it? You're just like, let's try it out. Let's make some extra side coin, get it together. I saw you hyping it up a little bit online.
Yeah. I mean, initially, and like I said, I just think it's cool to have your own, branded product, stuff like that. And it's nice because like it works really good. So like I'll use it for my customer cars. Like right before I show them, like give them the car back, I'll wipe it down with the same stuff. That way it's, not dust free and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You don't give them a California duster at the end of the detail. It's kind of like
2 of them. I drop them I drop them first.
I found one in my brother's house.
Look, you want to rub them in the dirt real fast on the grass here and lube them up a little bit and then just boom.
Yep.
I found one in my brother's house. I looked down. I was like, "What are you using this for?" He was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Tell me right now, what are you using this for?"
That's all I get with people when I say them too.
And he's like, sometimes in my car, but I dust. I'm like, dust what? I'm like, don't be dusting your truck with this. Like, what are you doing?
Ever.
I was like, he's like, they said they're great. I'm like, you know what, man? I'm leaving this house right now. I'm like, do you understand? When you look at it, it looks like a dust mop. Like, understand it's a dust mop for a car,
That's all it is.
Could have hurt it. It's
yep.
I'm like, you want scratches? Use it. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, we've all been there. Has anybody? So wait, when I first got one of my first things I bought, I got a California duster from Pep Boys. I'm not gonna lie, but I learned later
everybody
on.
had them back in the day, bro.
Yeah,
100%.
It's wild now thinking about
You
it.
didn't,
Wow.
you lie. It's the same type of way. There's two people in the world: people that pee in the shower and people that lie about it. It's either you pee in a car duster or you fucking lie about it.
Yeah.
Period. Like that's what it is. I don't care. That's one of the rules of life right there.
Pep Boy's got everybody at least once, or AutoZone or something like that. Okay. So I like it. So yeah, so you came up with the name, staying theme specific. You're like, hey, let me sell something to my homies and all that stuff, you know. And now you tested out, used it obviously before you started doing that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you played around a little bit, used it on your car, and you're like, it meets the standard, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, it's not something like, not like, a 1 year ceramic, crazy stuff, but like it works amazing. So it's like, it's one of those things where I think it's not needed to have, but it's nice to have.
Okay.
Between me and you, bro, you're the first cat we had on from a detailer, the detailer world or whatever, that actually did anything like this. I think it's a smart upsell,
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I want to do like little kits and stuff too. Like, just maintenance wash detail stuff, like little buckets, stuff like that. Just because, I mean, I've always thought it was fun to wash my car. So everyone thinks it's fun, but if you could do it and make it easier, it's just more fun.
Yeah, it's a good idea with that too. And now, as you're expounding on it, make me think about it. Like, you can prevent your customer, in a sense, from messing up the ceramic coating or the job you did in between washes by making sure they're using the proper tools and not going to buy a California duster, because you know what I mean? So it's kind of preventative, and it kind of keeps them coming in the ecosystem. I like what you're doing there. That's pretty good.
And then at the end of the day, right.
That shit.
Devil's parts.
Facts.
Yeah, that's funny. That's cool, man. That's cool. All right. So now, speaking of products, I'm just curious. What's a product that you've used? I'm just, that you haven't used yet that you want to use in the detailing space, right? Because obviously you're interested in it. There's got to be a product out there. Like
I want to try anything Coke County. That's what I want to try. I haven't tried one thing from them, but only because you guys probably heard of Extreme Solutions since you're from around here. So I don't know.
Absolutely.
That's all I use. So I've been so loyal to them for the past 8 years. So when I see a lot of the not newer detailers, but a lot of detailers hopping up on the those names, I just I don't know. I just find things and I like it. Like I use their polish, Extreme Solutions polishes, their compounds, all their stuff.
Okay. Yeah, they kick around. They're all over the place, man, out around Philly, Jersey area.
Yep.
They're running and gunning towards the Ardex and some of the other guys in the area that the mobile supply trucks, man. I tell people all the time, like, if you don't got one of them in your area, or you got somebody that's doing bullshit, drop offs and barely showing up. That's a van made of money, bro.
Yep. I used to use Ardex too.
With dealerships. I used to do Ardex too.
Oh yeah. I used to use Ardex too. And then I used to use this company, I don't even remember what it was called, Auto something. Auto Smart. Yeah, that's what it was. Yep. Yep.
I know all them cats, man.
Yep.
The only cat out of everybody you just named that I don't really mess with at all is the A word. But I don't like to talk smack on companies and stuff like that. But
the A word.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta get my man hooked up with Phoenix EOD out there, because he's in Berlin.
I've used a couple of Phoenix stuff. I've used his spray coating. What else did I use from him?
Yeah, Titan, Plebius. He got
maybe the Typhon Biobomb Mini Secret Mix. Have you used that yet?
Yeah, that's a new drop we just did.
Nah.
So Typhon is Aaron Phoenix EOD's interior cleaner. It's a very, very, very good cleaner. Smells nice, does the job, affordable, dilutable. But we just did a little collaboration with them or whatever. You drop a mini in there on top of that with the Typhon, and it's crazy.
And where's he from?
Berlin.
Berlin.
Oh, I'm gonna have to shoot out there one day and check him out.
Berlin or is it Belmar? No, Berlin. Right?
Yeah,
it's Berlin.
Yeah, Extremes Belmar.
That's what it is.
Yeah, it's Berlin. Right. I'll get you hooked up with him. He's a good friend of us, good friend of the show, friend
he's
of Thor.
True Funkin homie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I will get you hooked up. So I got a question for you, and of course, I was wondering if someone was going to ask this. Of course, it was T. Does Brian himself make the products, or does he outsource production? I mean,
I don't make no products.
Yeah.
Speak on that, because there's a whole bunch of people that love talking about private labeling and shit like that.
It's all white labeled. I don't even care. I don't know if the company wants me to drop their name yet because they're still in production. So it's a company
No,
that I've been working
we're not
with.
asking. We're not asking any of that.
But
You
either
can
way,
keep all that,
either way, they started mixing their products, and I've been using their products for a little bit. And they hit me up with the the idea, and I was like, yeah, let's run it. Let's see what happens. So
I appreciate him telling that, because out in this detailing world, there is a lot of hate, like, ooh, he white labels, ooh, he doesn't mix it in his fucking garage. You know what I mean? Like, listen,
Yeah, but think about the way the dude just came on here and talked about how he used it. I mean, how can you possibly have any type of issue with that whatsoever? You know what I mean?
Zero with
Even if
me.
you were pushing out car shows, whatever, what difference does it make? If you're the person out there and you're doing what needs to be done and you're co-signing the product is good and the company's going to let you white label it, throw your label on it or whatever, give you a minimum order quantity and you're buying it, who gives a shit?
Right. What's the difference?
Personally. Because I think the way you're using it on top of that, dude, is smarter than most of the cats out here and want to talk junk on doing it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like if you go out and get yourself a case of 24, you do 24 details in a month or whatever, and you give everybody a bottle. Next thing you know, they're hitting you up in between, like, yo, leave a bottle with me. And all of a sudden you're making an extra $10 off the top for everything that you're selling. And all of a sudden, every part of your detail that you just spent money on is paid for.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Get rid of the one bottle.
Yeah, I think some people don't get how business works. Like I see someone chat saying, selling it and then reselling else's product at a markup. Everything's at a markup, son. All right, listen, nothing comes cost to you at all, unless even the farmer that puts the bean in the ground has to use supplies to grow the bean. So
now watch out. Godfrey get mad right now.
All I'm saying is that everything comes at a markup. That's how business works, right? So you could get stuff cheaper than you might get off the retail shelf if you buy in bulk, right?
Right.
That's how it works.
Hey, yo, shout out. Go ahead, my bad. Go ahead.
You said that's just how business works in general. It could be a can of corn or some, a ceramic coating or, so sometimes people do. Listen, some of your biggest brands out there, I know for a fact. And when I say big brands, PNS, things like that, a
lot of people would be surprised.
They're getting their shit white labeled. No doubt. No doubt. So, and I'm not trying to call them out because I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But, that's just how it works, because
sounds like you just try to call them out.
No, I'm just using a well-known brand.
Double down with a no doubt.
I had no problem with Rennie Doyle. Nice guy. I met him in person. I'm just saying, they're not gonna sit there and have a dedicated factory to every single product in their catalog. You know what I mean? They're gonna wait. Someone's gonna make it for them. That's how things work. That's the world. It's the world we live in. So I'm just saying that because in the detail game, I notice people. The first thing you say is, "But it's a white label." Who fucking cares if you use it and you like it? Do you?
I care.
I'm gonna go up to someone and be like, "Yo, I see you're using the ShopRite brand aspirin. Is that white label?"
You're right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it is white label and it's cheaper by $2. Like, what up?
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So,
and it's it used to be able to say, compare us to Listerine, compare us to aspirin, compare us to whatever.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes when it comes to headache pills, I'm not going generic. I'm going Excedrin. People might say I'm crazy for that. I'm just telling you what works for me. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody judging you here, Godfrey.
I'm the same way.
Hey, yo, before we forget, dude, Thor started their own thing. They're doing blending, and they got, I think it's John was saying they got a 48 bottle minimum. So if there's any of the other products you're looking for to bring into your arsenal or whatever, we can link you up with the guys. You know what I mean? They'll get you squared up or whatever. And
I'll definitely check that out for sure.
Yo, listen, man, they're fair, and that's the reason why they're catching a lot
that's
of
awesome.
hate. You know what I mean? Their price points and shit like that are right. Their minimum orders are right. Like, they're trying to make the industry a better place. And I co-sign that because one of the things that me and Godfrey have been saying from the gate was, like, the community ain't shit without unity. So you got to come together to build the industry up so that we can make the retail cost on the cost on doing details and stuff higher than what it used to be. People still have a tendency to think you get a detail for $150. And the only reason why people think that shit is because we're not doing a good enough job of educating the people to what it actually takes to show up at your house with a van and all the shit in there and, whatever. So, rant done.
Yeah, I guess I don't feel judged by the chat, but I guess they are always judging me. You know what? That's all right. Judge on. It's all right. It's all good.
Take it easy on Godfrey, guys. All right?
It's all right. It's okay.
Access denied.
It's all good. I'm hurt. I'm not really hurt. But listen, I'm just saying, at the end of the day, thank you for judging me, Chris. I appreciate you. So at the end of the day, I mean, not everybody's going to be mixing their own formula in the garage. You know what I'm saying? That's not how stuff works. You know what I mean? And that's okay because listen, you can sell to your homies, you can sell to people. If you're the type of cat where you're like, nah, it needs to be directly from the dude that made the formula, I respect that too. Some people will prefer that, right?
Right.
Some people will use OEM car parts versus aftermarket on their car. Sometimes the aftermarket's better. Sometimes the OEM is an engineered piece of trash and the aftermarket is better. It just depends how it goes, right?
Yep.
On which particular product you're talking about. So I just think that at the end of the day, it's almost like a conversation to try to cut someone else's legs out of something that they're doing that's positive, in my opinion. It's a weak argument and it's a weak starter. I don't know.
Yeah.
Call me. Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong, guys. Am I wrong?
No,
You're
no.
never wrong, bro.
Nope.
Can't be wrong with
Thank
a
you.
face like that, a head like that, bro.
T,
That head
no, I
is, the head
don't.
is too perfectly symmetrical.
Yeah.
It's so funny
And-
looking like at this view because we usually don't do this view for the podcast, but it's like I got this like long, slender head with the beard, and then Gabber's got this like, yeah.
Guys,
Well, I got this.
How wild is that, dude?
You guys see this cake right here?
How wild is that?
Seven
I
up
could have
cake.
swore that was the Eddie share. That was definitely Jamie, though.
See that cake? Now this is Jamie, and this is the real 7-Up cake. I just wanted to show that to you guys. So we see real.
I'm like,
Real time. This is what he's eating, right? Is a 7-Up cake. So this thing's got glazed icing on it, made with 7-Up.
oh,
I
you
mean-
don't even want to see the ingredient list in the back of that shit.
He didn't show me the ingredient list, but it does look tasty. I mean, you know,
Of course.
I mean that does look tasty as hell.
It looks like diabetes, Chris M said.
What did he say?
Looks like
Looks like
diabetes.
diabetes.
It does look like
that is-
diabetes.
does.
does.
Snap.
But I just that's a real 7-Eleven cake. Down
I
there.
love
Show
you guys in the chat, man. Y'all crack me up
I
every
want a
week,
Dr.
man.
Pepper one. Ew.
I can have
Ew.
the wildest day ever, and I come on here and do the podcast, and I just look at the comments and the shit that you guys saying. It just literally makes me laugh every week, man.
Well-
I get off the pod, and I'm just like, I'd absolutely love our chat, dude.
Yeah, chat's wild. So, all right, we're gonna get into the fresh air boy, but first, because we always like to ask this beforehand, what is your favorite BioBar scent? I know you gotta you switch them back and forth. I know you're a JDM guy, so I'm wondering if you're gonna go here, but what's your favorite scent?
So first was cream. We'll start here. We'll just start it out. First was cream.
Okay.
Vitamin C started growing on me. I'm not a huge citrus fan, but that started growing on me crazy.
I love hearing that. I love hearing that.
What else? The squash LLC. I wasn't expecting to like that too crazy, but that smells amazing.
You're looking for that one,
I'm trying
right?
to think.
That's what you're looking for, Willen.
That boy's gonna start going crazy now.
So Squash LLC. I mean, you're a JDM guy, so that's what that was the homage to. So, did you think that it did justice to the JDM?
I think it smells great. I would. That's probably what I would rock in my car every day.
Okay.
That and like I said, vitamin C definitely grew on me more. Trying to think of what else.
Oh yeah, can I talk about that?
What? Did I have a couple remaining
Or no?
that I managed to get my hands on?
Future
You're
plans.
trying to hide.
Can I-
You're
can I
trying to hide them from me.
Oh, you mean this one right here that I'm hiding from you? You mean this
See, that's the problem. See, that's the problem right there. How did you get your hands on that shit? You ain't supposed
Because
to.
I knew that something was going down, and I protected
How much you
myself.
selling them for on eBay, dude? Is what I want to know.
I'm selling them for 1,000 pesos in Colombia. Wait, that might not even be enough, but like per eighth, you know, they get BioBars get sold by the eighth in Colombia. I don't know if you guys knew that or not.
Oh,
True
there's
story.
a great question that just came up in the chat. Hold on. Never. All right, cool.
Sold on Amazon. Yeah, never. Thank you.
Got it.
And a never and a never. So
yeah.
Yeah. So your official answer is
happening.
Squash LLC is yours.
Yeah, I'd probably say squash right now.
Okay. Okay.
Love that.
Yo, check this biohack out. You know, I tried the iced with the squash. One of our buddies was on it, and I like it. I got it running right now.
That's a flawless scent right there.
Yeah. The next one, that's the name we could ever do. We call it the flawless scent. He'll probably love that. The next one that I want to try is the vanilla cream and poppin' cherry. I want to see how that pops off.
That's a great blend.
That's
What was
probably-
the John
yeah.
Somebody said the other day one that was crazy. I think there was like squash and something. Squash and orange. I want squash and vitamin C. I think it might have been. It was
Yeah,
square. It
I've
was
heard that
something
one.
crazy
I
that
thought
I
it was
would
so
have never
bad.
thought about.
1.51 in Venezuela. You know it, Dave. You know it. Yeah. Can I talk about
She said
sugar plum?
I'm bored
Am
in
I allowed to talk about
1.5.
sugar plum futures here? Am I? Is that off?
I mean, no. How about
Okay.
not? That sounds
All
like a
right.
smart idea, right? I mean,
All right. I don't
we
know.
definitely wouldn't do that live if we were going to do it like randomly without talking about it and shit, right?
Yeah. Well,
It's like we ain't bringing that shit back.
You guys,
Sorry,
you listen. You guys didn't show up for the Final Four.
Godfrey's
so-
still mad. We had a whole meeting about the final. We did this Final Four thing. He was like, "Yo, SPD gang's going to be in the building."
You know,
They're gonna
I
show
brought in
up.
a
We're gonna
secret
bring this
bracket for
thing
you
back.
guys on the other platform that was super secret, and no one, everybody's like crickets, nothing, and Iced Out just dominated.
Yep.
Craziness.
Which I mean, personally, for me, I'm not the biggest Iced Out fan, but that's only because I drove around with like 97 black ice in my car for 10 years before I realized that like I probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah, I would have went with the old school Little Tree. I was going like cherry, the cherry vanilla, like, you know, stuff like that, or strawberry, or peach. I would go peach, but I never went black ice because it felt like nasty cologne to me. That's, you know,
Suffocation.
not as good as the Iced Out. That's all I'm gonna say. Rename the sugar. No, it's not a flop. Listen, can we kick House of Rags out the chat?
How do we kick them out of the chat? Is there a way to do that?
Pumpkin. It's better than
put user in timeout.
Yeah,
Boom.
we're gonna put that. Yeah, we'll release Pumpkin Saddle.
Oh, that's
cheeks.
bullshit, yo. Can't ban a chat owner and moderator. That's get out of here with that.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
We'll do Pumpkin Saddle Cheeks Thor collaboration. Pumpkin Saddle Cheeks. All right, we need to get into this fast AF. We need to get into this fast AF now. Let's launch this off.
I got you. My bad. We always get distracted. You know what I mean? Fresh AF, boy. Fresh AF, boy.
I don't know if it sounds better or worse than it used to, but it's generic as fuck. That's for sure. So, I mean, I kind of like it.
I went on a whim like 10 minutes before the pod started. I was like, yo, I'm tired of being an asshole.
A for effort, A for execution, a C for quality, but, you know, which stands for, but it's still, it's funny because it's out of place. So I like it. It's
Anybody who's been around knows that thing's been just butchered a million times over by now.
Yeah.
All right, get this thing cracking, Godfrey. Who's running the questions during this thing?
I got it.
We go.
Rinseless or not? Rinseless or not?
You asking now? I'm a rinseless guy.
Are you?
Yeah. I just became a rinseless guy though. I never used it until this year.
Oh snap! The
now, do you have that gun? Is that foam gun used for rinseless? Can it be? No.
I mean, I could in theory. I could just fill my water tank and just make it rinseless water.
I don't know what it's for. Yo, show it. Do you have a
detailer, yo, Godfrey?
I'm not a detailer though, but
it's the best part about this whole thing.
This guy wanted to see this thing so bad.
Yeah, so I saw it on your Facebook. So what are you using that for? Like you can hook a hose up to it, right?
It's a pressure. It's a pressure washer one.
Okay.
Jeez. Carla, I hope you're listening and taping this. This is ridiculous.
It's a pressure one. All right, cool. I thought it was a paintball gun at first. But
no,
right.
just straight pressure washer gun.
Godfrey, please.
All right, Crocs or not?
I'm not a Croc guy.
Nice. I respect that answer.
Me either. All right.
I'm sneakers as soon as I wake the hell up.
That's one of the ones me and Godfrey agree on.
Yeah, Croc. No way. Favorite polisher?
Well, I guess Max Shine is all I've ever used so far. So.
Okay.
All right.
Now I'm gonna. Have you ever taken an Uber or Lyft?
Oh, no.
I forgot.
No. All right. So this question is gonna get NA and skipped over for you. So.
Yeah.
Worst car to detail.
Any minivan? Okay. Nah. I'd say a Toyota. Any Toyota minivan. Them stupid. What are they? Siennas.
With the mats.
Yeah.
Yeah, the floor mats are the biggest bitch in the world in that car.
That's
the biggest cheat hack for the dealerships too, because they don't ever even do anything. They just literally like wipe them down or whatever. They don't even take them out the car. It's so wild sometimes.
I used to send them out back and set it on fire. We would have a burn pit. We have a burn pit for Toyota Sienna mats and just let it keep running every day. You know,
there's rubber burning up into the.
Yeah, right.
What? I don't know what just happened, but yeah, we'll keep going. Christian just evaporated on it. Oh, you didn't pay your electric bill. What happened?
He just disappeared.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Well, you can't. Everything's so sensitive nowadays, man. Egos, mouse. clicks. I got this weird thing going on. I think I told you all about this on the podcast, but if I didn't or whatever, I got like a lot of electromagnetic currency running through me, like higher than the average human being. So like I can do this.
What are you, Flash or Magneto?
I don't know what
Like,
it is, dude. I can do this weird thing
what
where
is this?
literally, like, if I don't really touch my phone, I can get close and it'll open and hit the button. Like I don't have to actually touch. I'm not trying to sound like a weirdo right now. It's a thing. I forget what it's called off the top of my head, but I run with a higher electromagnetic current inside of me, so I don't actually have to like touch screens and shit. Like I'm not like superhero or nothing. I'm saying accidentally my finger can be floating on top of something and I hit a button without actually touching the screen.
Nice. Yeah. All right. So, favorite rapper.
Oh, I like this question, Godfrey. Where did this one come from?
Alex Jean. Y'all ain't, unless you listen to Christian music, you ain't gonna know him.
It's a Christian rapper.
Yeah.
Is he good? Yo,
he sounds just like Pop Smoke. He sounds just like Pop Smoke.
Get out of here! I gotta look this young boy up right now. Old head, young boy. How you spell? What's his name?
Alex Jean.
Like
Jean. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. A-N.
Christian definitely added this one in. Least favorite rapper.
I did add that joint.
Least favorite rapper. I'll probably get. I don't know.
I don't care, man. It's
any female rapper? Any female rapper?
Wow.
Not in the female rapper.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not into the female. No hate.
No, it's an arguable topic. It's been a big thing in hip hop for a long time. Like the biggest problem is a lot of the female MCs in general, they don't get the same respect that male MCs do, but it's probably because more males listen to the genre than females do. But in the same sense, listen, if you're going to tell me you're going to give me between Nicki and just about anybody else that's a dude that can spit, I'm probably going to pick the dude too. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. There's a couple
that goes to any genre. So like, don't get it twisted. That goes to country. That goes to, I mean, there's a couple in some metal I like, but
Flyleaf.
Country, man. There's some banger country singers out there that are women though. Some of these women.
I do like Lil Wayne, but his new shit is ass.
I didn't listen to it yet, but I wasn't a fan of the track with Jelly Roll.
Yeah, see, this is a custom question here for Brian because I asked him what kind of music he liked, and I was like, all right, and he said he's into rap now, so I was like, all right, I'll throw a rap on in there. So that brings us to what you go to playlist in the trenches. Is it Creed, Arms Wide Open? Said you're into Christian music. No? Okay.
Nah, I wasn't a huge Creed fan. I listened to him, but I wasn't a huge Creed fan. I'm not too sure.
Okay.
Go time out real fast. Call they said you see how it happened to him. Look, see, I've had that happen, Christian. Boom. Running that high current, dog. I know I liked you for a reason.
We got Magneto on the other side of the podcast over here. All right, so I'm electric. Oh. Woogie.
Oh, snap.
All right, so Xbox or PS?
PlayStation.
Yeah,
damn.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. Man, why did comments go so fast? I can't even get the right one up. Sharks ain't always in the water lyric. What is that? Yes, they are. They're always in the damn water. They're indigenous to the water.
Yeah, that's T, man. Don't even. You gotta. That's a whole nother subject. All right, what game are you running right now?
Great question, Godfrey. I love these new questions.
Dude, I haven't played games, but if I'd say it'd still be Rocket League.
I love it. What a great answer. You could say
I haven't played games, but whenever, right?
Time out. Can you fly?
Somewhat. I'm not crazy. I'm flat.
Yeah, I'm trash, dude. I can't get in the air for nothing.
Oh,
I've had
my controller's all busted anyways.
Problem with that game is, man, if you stop playing Rocket League for a little bit, you lose it all, and you got to put a solid like 2-3 hours back in before you even remotely get.
Being on PlayStation totally discredits the platform. Just letting you know.
So
that's all I'm gonna say.
We can cross gen now, man.
Certain games you can.
Listen, these people are crossing genders. We can cross gen and systems. We're good.
There's not enough games that do it yet. They need to do it more. I get mad at games that don't allow you to do that now. So stupid.
Yeah.
But all right. So favorite car. I saw you look at one the other day online. I kind of did a little bit of research, and it happened to be a blue car.
I want to say it's my favorite car, but that thing is pretty fire. I would probably buy if I could. Yeah, I'd buy it, but it's like I don't know.
What was the official color on that car? Official color on that car was what?
Sea Wave Blue, I think it was, or something like that.
Toyota
I can't remember.
4Runner, or was it a
Tacoma? Yeah, or Wave Runner.
No, Forerunner. The blue Forerunners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, the new one.
Just came out.
2026.
Oh, what they drop a different blue?
Yeah, they put some crazy colors on the Forerunner TRD.
Nah, they do one. Well, they do one crazy color a year.
This has to be the one.
That lime green John they came out with is the worst one they ever did, bro. Ever. The orange is dope. The blue is dope. Hunter green, I never was really that big of a fan.
I like
of.
the cement. The cement.
The cement joint was dope. But to me, white Toyota 4Runner, TRD Pro.
What was it called?
Black wheels. Can't beat it.
Wave Maker.
Okay, that's what it was. It's pretty good. Google, guys. So we got favorite cartoon as a kid.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, that's just dope. That's a cool color. It's like Tiffany blue almost.
What kind of cartoons are we talking?
Anything as a
kid cartoon or like
whatever.
Yeah, but
favorite cartoon.
I mean, if you're up watching like Adult Swim when you're 9, that's your that's cool. You can name it, but you know what I mean. But
I say probably Johnny Test, and then I also like Cat Dog. But I say adult. I'm going.
Well, how old are you, bro?
I'm about to be 30 in September.
Okay.
So, but adult
because you went with Cat Dog, so I kind of automatically put you into a certain, you know what I mean?
Category, and
wise.
Oh, damn, I can't remember it right now.
Like
what's one with the surfers?
Well, Rugrats and all that's the same era for you, right? Like
yeah.
That
Rugrats is my shit.
Yeah.
Okay. How about Candy?
As soon as Cat Dog comes out, it's usually that era for whoever we're talking to.
Candy corn, yes or no?
Yes, to an extent. It's like one of the things where I can only eat couple.
We need tallies going every week. Man.
It tastes like shit after a while because it's wax.
After a while, yeah, a couple is all right, but after a while, yeah, it's like, nah, I'm good.
Yo, listen, I feel like, that.
Yo,
I'd rather have the 7-Up cake.
Dog.
What did he say?
It's Cat Dog.
It's Cat Dog.
I gotta bring it up now.
Yeah, Cat Dog was this shit.
It's not even gonna help anymore either when I like bring it up because you're like, what the f is that, bro?
Ketchup on egg. Yes or no?
Absolutely no.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
It's like
no.
All day.
I yell at my wife every other day when she does that shit.
Love that, bro.
Sounds like she's a great woman. So
yeah, my son does it too.
It sounds like he's a great kid. All right, so ranch, do you use it and on what?
I only use it for.
That's Cat Dog.
Yeah, this might sound crazy because I'm not a huge ranch.
If Mike F is tripping balls right now, he's probably seeing that like, what am I watching?
Yeah. I don't eat ranch like that. So, but I eat ranch with my pierogies.
Pierogies.
I know somebody that did that. And if you have good pierogies, not the bullshit Tyson joints boiled and shit like that or whatever, like you got pan sear them bad boys or whatever, or fry them. Yeah, that's like you can do some ranch with them and it's fire.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I'd be doing.
So yeah, ranch is it depends on the type of wing, but I'm usually using it on wings because oh wow, frog in my throat there. Because wings, it depends on the sauce, but I do like blue cheese. Who tells us like, oh, you like old cheese? Blue cheese is delicious.
No, I don't like blue cheese.
Any type of crumbly type of cheese is banging, dude. Cheese is great in general. If you're lactose intolerant, I feel really bad for you. Are we there? There's not another question. We have to go right to this nonsense.
Of course.
I'm checking to see if you missed anything.
I didn't miss it. I didn't miss it.
I know you didn't.
Snickers Army, mount up. You know what time it is. Brian. I know you've had one before, so if it's not in your regular rotation, I'm going to have to start sidestepping these cats trying to sidestep the question. When you have eaten a Snickers in the past, because you have, it was confirmed, is it vein up or is it vein down?
Vein up.
Vein up. Just regular.
Just say I ate it the normal way. You don't have to force yourself to be locked in the internet forever having a vein up clip on yourself.
Vein up. Bug it.
That's what I'm seeing.
Your homies ride out for you, bro. I give it to this Snickers Army, man.
They ride out because I ride out for them. That's how it is.
Yo,
we ride
listen,
out for
man.
each other.
Respect due. I all love here, man. I appreciate it all. I think it's a great thing that you'll have such unity within the community.
Speaking of respect, our last question is always loyalty or respect. Pick one.
Respect. Respect goes a long way. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, both is obviously, but I mean,
Can only have
I don't
one.
know.
Don't
I mean,
break the rules,
loyalty.
sir.
I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Meant to trip you up and make you think, man.
Damn. I don't know. I guess with loyalty, you ain't got to think about it. So I guess let's run loyalty. We'll run loyalty.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Godfrey, do you have any big announcements before we wrap up the pod here?
No, I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay, just want to make sure. I didn't know if you want to drop something on anybody or whatever.
Just stay tuned for the newest Godfrey the Detailer episode. It is coming soon. It is in final production. So we're going to keep feeding that series because you in the community have given me positive feedback. You like to see me struggle out there trying to fucking detail for some reason. So
I'm looking forward to filming my own versions of Godfrey the Detailer. So stay tuned because that series ain't going nowhere. It's going to get more fun. We're going to put Godfrey in the field with other detailers that are local and even not local. We're going to get specials filmed when we go to SEMA. Godfrey's going to I'm going to pay to have Godfrey be an instructor for a detailing class at MTE. That shit is going to be hilarious.
Well, first off, if we're talking about
tuned.
bio bombs, it's got to be professional. I'm not going to update.
No, you're not going in as bio bombs. You're going as Godfrey the Detailer. I'm going to pay to give you a spot.
Oh my God.
You're have
why would you want to do that?
Our presentation just for you to talk. I just think you have a lot of support there. There's probably going to be 100 people standing there signed up for the class just wanting to hear you kick game.
Yeah, I could do a Scrub Ninja Master course, so or something like that.
Birdie got a question real fast. Any more Heavenly products coming out real soon or what?
I actually got glass cleaner coming in right now.
Okay.
And a new supply of ink tears.
All right. We got to link up to go to lunch sometime, bro. I'd love to try the products out.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, we're all right down the road. Shit.
That's what I mean, dude.
We're sort of right down the road, but I mean,
we're close enough, man.
I used to live out there practically.
Don't make a difference. We can set a time and I'll probably show up before Godfrey because he's late everywhere he goes.
No, I'll be standing at my brother's house, beat you there the day before. So, it's all right. But that's it, man. Wrapping up the show. Thanks for tuning in, folks. As usual, I'll go to MTE if Matt's detailing my Kev said great.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be so good. Godfrey
working at the tunnel wash. What is that? A tunnel wash? Is that what he's saying?
Yeah, it's a scratch and swirl.
I was gonna say, dude, like Godfrey. It's so bad.
Oh, the tunnel wash is is like a regular car wash.
Yeah. Pasta vajou. What?
No, you know what we should do? You should get me hired as like a guy that like directs people in, and then what I'll do is I'll give their car the undercover biobomb sniff test. But your car smells like shit. Take this real quick. Just slide it into them for free. You know what I mean? Like something like that. But we'll see. There's plenty of them down around your way or on Black Horse Pike in Jersey. There's nothing but car washes on that. Like
there's like 18 mob washes and 16 sparks.
Yep. That's where you gotta go hang out in the parking lot next door and run up on these people that are driving their own cars and be like, "Yo, man, try my stuff out."
I drive right by them every time I drive by. I'm like, "Going to the scratch store." I was like, "Call me."
The one has microfiber towels and like that you can use. But my question is, did someone drop them and put them back in there? Like, it takes one tiny little sand particle just scratch your shit.
God, remember you got one in the city or whatever. They got the $3 car washes. It's like, yo, people that pay for that are just wild to me, bro.
The $3 car
that's crazy.
Yeah, if you got a hoop or something like that, I guess it don't matter, and not everybody cares about cars, man.
If I had a hoop going through the car wash, I would just drive right up on the rails and not even be in the tracks, just like trying to drive through. It's so messed up.
I never washed any of my hoopies.
Yo, Godfrey, time I'll give people an update, man. What's up with the Subaru?
What do you mean? So people want to know what's up. It's the Subaru is gonna have a second fucking birthday by November. That's what's up with the Subaru.
I mean, did you not make any progress? I thought you were leaning the shoulder in on it.
I am. It's
or the elbow.
Sometimes I got to know the elbow's serious. So that's there'll be in-person visits coming in very soon.
Oh snap, Godfrey! We need to tell me where we go, man. I'll grab the shovel.
Yeah, Godfrey. What do you mean? I'm hydrated. Who said I'm not hydrated? Please, I'm hydrated. So anyway,
Godfrey's hydrated. He probably drank $50 worth of liquid death today.
By the way, Birdie in here has one of the great names for products right now. He's got a product called BBC Paul's Birdie's Bug Crusher is what it is. All right. So, it's one of the great names that make you go, what? So it just, I don't know. That name's kind of dope to me. That's
I got to get some of that stuff.
Paul's. I mean, That's weird, but whatever. BBC could be a cool name to you.
Yeah, stop talking about Liquid Death like that. You know what I mean?
Yo, thank you. Now there's people. Listen, the people in the chat, Godfrey. You don't give them enough credit, man. These people know the deal. We got
I think that guy likes to sniff bio bombs, actually. So that's what
is that one of our fans that likes to sniff them?
It might be. I don't know. There's so many different names sometimes. I don't know if Auto Spa Essentials is Auto Spa Essentials 2, Auto Spa. This guy, you know,
True,
sometimes you're like, but I think that might be him. He's laughing. So, but
That's what's up.
yeah. So
Well, listen,
he
man.
said, oh, he confirmed it. He said, that's me.
Yo, I love it, man. Check it out.
I've never heard it before. But listen, we're gonna roll. Thanks for tuning in, guys. You know, if you didn't catch the whole episode, you know, you can go on the Thor channel, catch all these episodes on demand. You know, and you want to hit us up, you know where to find us on the socials, TikTok, Instagram, all that stuff, Facebook.
Yeah, and a new thing, man. If you guys want to see a question in the Fresh AF round, send us a DM, me or Godfrey. We're always looking to add some new heaters in
if
there
it
for
sucks
people or
though,
whatever.
if it sucks, it's not getting on. So
no, we're gonna publicly blast you and say, hey, we got a question that added to the Fresh AF from whoever, and if the question sucks, please blast them in the chat. You know what I mean? We're gonna do the same way that you guys do us every week. So
yeah,
we appreciate you guys stopping by to hang out as always. Brian, thank you for stopping by. I do look forward to meeting you in person. Obviously, we'll go grab some lunch. I'll get some of that, some of the quick detailer off you, maybe some of that glass cleaner. Godfrey, stay on the journey, man. I'm proud of you at day 2. This is another day in the bucket, man. You know, keep going, man. One day at a time, brother.
Treat yourself to some bio bombs. Funkin 10 at thehouseofrags.com.
We love y'all. Everybody stay fresh. Peace.